Good morning, DIY family. I ended up working last night, came home, got to bed, did a quick sleep, and gonna go with my brother Bryce. It's his birthday today, and one of the things he wanted to do was go put up some tree stands up where we hunt. So he and I are gonna head up to our secret spot. Can't tell you because then it wouldn't be a secret, and you all might show up and shoot my elk. Anyways, we're gonna hike up in a couple miles with some tree stands, put them up on some watering holes in the trail, and get ourselves ready so we at least got a place to elk hunt. Archery hunt's less than a month away. It can be here before we know it. So come along and we'll show you some pretty country, and you'll see where my tree stand's at. So Bryce and I are hiking up in to put our tree stands in the trees. Been doing a lot of uphill hiking, not a lot of shape, but as we're walking up this road, started to see those are bobcat tracks. I don't know if you can see those very good or not. Here's a little deer. I also got looks like a bobcat coming just ahead of us. So guess we'll keep our eyes out so we don't run into a bobcat. So Bryce and I came up here to Bryce's secret watering hole, and if you are a northern Utah hunter and you know where this is, thank you for not commenting the location, but we found this tree where we're going to put his tree stand. It'll give him a pretty nice shot should anything decide to come in and drink, or if they're on their way in, he'll have plenty of good 80 to 100 yards of seeing anything come in, unless it comes from down this way. And he's got about 20 yards to decide what he wants to do. But Bryce is going to finish eating his sandwich, and then we'll watch him scale this tree and put his tree stand up in. I installed one last week. Dad and I went up to install it a couple miles from here, and I left my SD card at home, so I couldn't use my GoPro to video it, and gave Dad my cell phone, and I don't think he realized it, but his finger was over my lens the entire time, so I got great fingernails shots of him. So we'll try and do a little better job today. Thanks, Dad, for being my backup. You have my hammer if you want to give it a good pound to get it started, but they aren't too hard either. These are not your normal footsteps. These are a Roger K. Douglas homemade special. A lot better than what you can buy in a store these days. Well, he's making his way up the tree. He's about to the level where he's gonna put his tree stand, and he'll have a nice shooting position from there. I'd bring it so you're about right towards me, about right there. Try and lift that up all the way, or lift it up first. Lift your platform up, and now cinch it down more. And then when you drop it, it'll tighten real tight. And do you have a tie down? Just lift that and now cinch it down. And then when you drop that, it'll just tighten it right into the tree. Let me come out here a ways and alright, so here I am. I'm an elk walking down to my watering hole. Can't see ya. It's almost a level shot too. You're not really shooting down. Let me take a picture of you so you can see. So we got our first bit of wildlife. Oh, there they go. They're just sitting here chilling, growing their legs and everything. Little salamanders. That'll keep Bryce company while he's up here hunting. Alright, so now it's my turn. It's kind of hard to see because of these small quakies, but got this little meadow I'm going to overlook. And Bryce is up over this hill, 150, 200 yards on that watering hole. But I'm going to set up in this quakey, about 12, 13 feet up. And so I can watch this whole area. There's a trail that runs up right over here about 20 yards, and it'll be a good time. Bryce is going to set a trail cam while I'm starting to screw my tree stand legs in. Bryce and I have our tree stands up, probably about 200 yards apart from each other. Some people might think that's a little close, but I think if we're in here at the same time, which chances are we may not be, or we might be, but if something of his gets spooked and comes towards me, he'll be able to notify me, and vice versa. If something mine gets spooked and starts coming to him, it's on the watering hole. Two different kinds of hunting. So I really don't think we're gonna affect each other in a negative way. So here's Bryce's watering hole. 10 points if you can see his tree stand in there. He's got this meadow that feeds his tree stand, but we're excited. We're a month away from the hunt. We both have been practicing, him probably more than me, but we have been practicing. I know I'm already 10 times more prepared than last year and feeling 10 times more confident. This year we're going to both put meat on our table. Bryce has an elk and a deer tag. I didn't draw out on deer, I only got an elk. Tried to dry out on moose, but no luck. Moose is hard, you gotta put in several years, and this was my first year putting in, so we're gonna hike back out now. Take some shots of the country we're in. It's just beautiful. Anytime you're up here, worst day of hunting is better than the best day at work or best day in the city, right? I was just walking up the trail and came across this feather. It's pretty cool. I like with the orange, but you turn it over and look at all that orange. That's a pretty feather. Even though I'm fat and out of shape, I can't tell you I'm sure excited for this hunt to start. Look at this view. Just doesn't get any better than that. If it's worth panning for gold up in here. Would you find any? There's the road to go home. and I decided we're taking a job as a cowboy. We want to be old cow hands from the Rio Grande. We want to rope a cow, but we don't know how. Oh.